The series premiere of the hit sitcom Schooled aired last week on ABC, and this morning we are lucky enough to chat with one of the stars of the show. Good morning to AJ Michalka. How are you? Now, I remember when you were rocking it on Disney Channel back in the day.
Yes, I remember that too. I remember that well.
Yes.
And it's full circle. Here I am, working on an ABC show. It's crazy. I feel like I've worked for Disney my whole life,
yes,
which is great.
I remember
I have no complaints.
you were out there with your sister. It's crazy how the time has gone by. But let's talk about Schooled. It's a new show on ABC. Talk to us about your character and how she plays a role in all of this.
So the 90s spinoff of the Goldbergs takes place at William Penn Academy, and we kind of follow Lainey through her life, figuring out what she's going to do as an adult. She tried to make it in the music business. It didn't really take off for her. Here she is back at her old high school. Beverly Goldberg helps her get this job working at William Penn as the new music teacher. And Glascott is definitely, a little forced to hire her because it's a Beverly moment and he feels like his arm is twisted. But the cool thing is Glascott does see the potential in Lainey that she has, and we'll see that a little bit later. She ends up becoming a really great teacher. I have to say, she's a mentor to these kids, and I think the reason why it works so well is that she was one of them and still feels like one of them in a way. We follow her now in her late 20s, and she doesn't feel very far from when she last left William Penn. So, to follow her and Mellor and Glascott, and as they journey through William Penn as teachers, it'll kind of tell the story through their eyes, and we'll meet a lot of the students that are now involved in this 90s world, and we get to meet a new character. An English teacher named Chuck Brown, who actually was Adam's favorite teacher growing up. And he's played by Brett Dier, and he's introduced in the second episode. I think you guys are really going to enjoy his storyline.
Yeah, we are looking forward to it. I know you grew up singing with your sister, releasing 2 hit albums. So in what ways can you relate to your character?
I can relate to Lainey quite a bit. It's interesting because obviously, Lainey comes from this small town in Pennsylvania, and kind of grew up a little bit in a bubble, and I kind of did in my own way. I mean, obviously, Lainey was not in the entertainment industry in any way, but tried to be, and I've gone through my ups and downs of just figuring out, what I want to do, and taking a break from music, and figuring out, what I'm going to do as an adult, and building my career again after, years ago being on the Disney Channel and figuring out what my music and my sound was, as a young artist. And here I am kind of figuring out what I'm doing, as an adult. And I feel like that's Lainey. We're just navigating life. We're just human beings figuring it out as we go. So I think anyone can relate to her in that sense. But I also can relate to just who she is as a person, her personality, her wit, her drive, her sincerity, her ability to stick it to the man. I love all those things about her, and I feel like over the years I've been able to develop that more and more. So I do feel a close connection to her. We're kind of one and the same now, which is really sweet. I love playing this character.
AJ, thank you so much. And we love chatting with you and speaking with you this morning. All right, everybody, make sure to tune into Schooled Wednesdays at 8:30 right here on 7 ABC.